Okay folks, so here today we're going to have a recap on all of the bits that we acquired in December. Now if you didn't follow daily, we unboxed everything, new item every day on the channel, and you can go back and watch that. We'll leave a link to that playlist at the end. But I thought we'd just do a quick overview of everything ahead of doing some individual products reviews later in the new year. So let's just have a quick look at some of the bits that we got. Okay, so we have the school bus here. That's with the magnet on the back and on the front. All wood. No room for a play figure or anything on this one. It's just a solid wooden vehicle. This is the red steam engine, which has the tender here. Came from the steaming set that we got there. This one is part of the TGV train, which I'm not going to have enough hands to hold. There's another piece just there. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, lift it up. You can see that. See that there. There's that one. And we have the fishing boat, the Olivia. That comes with a cargo brick and a carriage, which will be in here somewhere. That's the Christmas train that came in this year's advent calendar, along with the Santa that came with it as well. This is one of the stackable bridges, so you can get multiple ones of these, stack them on top of each other, the track pops out, and you can put another bridge on top and allow you to build 2 or 3 elevations depending on how many you have. That takes the medium straight. We had one more of these in red, and so I have another one of these now in the green. It's good. It allows us to build higher, taller layouts. This is a nice piece. So this was the passenger footbridge. Now we didn't know at the time when we got it was that obviously it's designed for trains to pass through the tunnel. So you'd have your track straight there, track like that, so your train would pass through the tunnel. What we didn't realise was that the height of this piece at the top here was actually the right height for ascending straights. So that you can then utilise this top section here, if you wanted to, as a platform for building elevated track. So that would be fun to incorporate as well into a future layout. Now we're going to have lots of bends because we got quite a few bends with the steaming set and the 65th anniversary set, which is in here as well. This is the orange cargo train that came from the advent calendar. Orange cargo train there with the carriage. And that one came with that green tunnel. The train and tunnel sets are quite a nice combination. They're some of our favourites. If you're buying a train, buying one of those double sets always works well, I think, and it gives you a little bit more than just getting the train on its own. Then we have this here, so this is the gas refill station. So you would use this piece here to decrease the gas, and then you press that button to pump it back up. It's got nice detail on the side as it goes up there, so you can see how full it is. So it decreases as well. Okay, so classic piece of double track there with the switch over. The K, we already had one of these, But interestingly, the one that we have, grab it, has the pins on the end, whereas that one has it carved. Now I'm not sure if that's specific to different sets. So in certain sets maybe it came with the pins, and some sets it came with the carved pieces. We've got that on a number of other pieces as well. We have that notably on some of the small E1 switches. Some have the plastic pegs, some are carved. We've got much more carved than we have with the pegs, but there's a little variance there. If anyone knows if there's a reason why they did that, let us know in the comments below. Now, in addition to that classic track, we also got some these, which were the H2 Crossroads. So we got those H2. Again, we had one of those previously here. So now we have 3 of those. And this is it's a cool piece to use this, because it's one of the few intersections that you can actually use elevated, because it's got the space for putting the pillar with the post side by side. So having a couple of those will help. But also, I think from a layout point of view, using these, it kind of throws the angles and everything off. So when you're doing a layout, having 2 of them helps with balancing the track out quite well. So now we've got 2, we should be able to build some more interesting layouts using those. We've seen a few sort of train track layout designs online that I think that would work well now that we've got those. In addition to that, we also had a couple of special pieces, one of which was this one here. So this is a medium straight, but it's the open end of both ends. And we also have a double-ended one in here somewhere as well, which we will find. But they don't make these anymore. Now it's they just do the smaller tracks. So you've got these ones. So that's the current one. So you just have this on the mini straights, and they don't do the larger straights, this medium straight anymore with it, which incidentally size-wise is the equivalent. Find it. There is one of those straights. So it's the middle straight. That's the moulded green curve from the steaming set. That is a piece that we didn't actually have, so I think we've got nearly 300 of these curves at the moment. And this one, there's a few sort of moulded pieces that they've made over the years, and they're in certain sets. So this is one that we were missing. They've also done a brown one and a white one as well. That come in different sets. It's got a slight hump in it, so when the trains run over it, it just gives it a little bit of variety. But yeah, something that was missing, and it also should allow us to build some other sets that we don't already own. So that's another good addition. A number of more ascending straights. I love that when we started the channel, which is nearly 3 years old as this video comes out, we started with just 2. We had 2 of these ascending straights, and I think as of today we have, hang on, yeah, so we have the better part of 60 now. So acquiring them in bundles and things like that, you just got a lot of them. And I think in certain sets, you know, the this set here, for example, that came with a pair. We've got this platform in here that we got, that came with a pair. So you get a lot of these a lot of ascending straights in other sets as well. So that's incidentally why I've got it, was the platform, classic station platform. So this is all wood. This one came with the sort of second gen people, which are these ones here. So you've got the green man there with the cap, the blonde lady there in the yellow. Make a bit of space here. The tunnel that came with the steaming set. We'll get some of the track out. That's the double-ended, so as I was saying, it's the single, mini straight version. That's the double that goes with that. And these were some of the smart track pieces. So you had the BRIO smart track pieces that came with this, our smart track engine. Now, one thing we've noticed since posting that video, that you'll see here, is only one of the wheels is turning properly. This wheel, the pin here, is turning, but the actual wheel seems to be stuck. So all the driving is coming currently from this one wheel, and I can see that there's something wound around it. So I feel that we're probably going to need to do a bit of repair work on this one. So I always a risk when you're buying things second hand, but yeah, it feels like there's something wound around that one that is forcing this one tight against this side, and that's what's causing the problem. So we'll have to do some investigating in that to see if we can't get that fixed and working. But yeah, cool, it was something new that we hadn't really got any of at this up until now. But yeah, oh, there we are. So when it runs over this, the train reads the microcircuit that's in the track here, and it stops, and then this one here, and it makes a sound. Sort of the early generation of what's the current smart tech line. This one, where that's all built into the train and uses the similar sort of things built into the tunnels. This one was built directly into the track. It just got some pieces that you could put alongside it so that you knew what it was. Okay, gives a bit more space. Right, let's pull out some more of the trains. So this one here is the white travel train, complete with driver. Then in addition to that one, we also got the new Trains of the World, which is the ICE, the battery powered one. And moreover, it's the rechargeable battery powered one. So I've got the two of those, but as you can see, side by side, in essence the same train, but different styling, different, same size, but obviously you lose the compartment in the back there for your passenger or your cargo. Instead, that's where your battery and your engine is. We've got the silver tanker. And the green cargo, which has sound. And we have the orange one, which has lights and sound. When you push it along, that sound is a little bit hit and miss. Passenger wagon there. It's actually a really nice wagon. This. It's a shame that they've stopped making this one. But yeah, it's a nice piece. I think it's probably on the same wheelbase as the travel train. Looking at it, there, same size, certainly, and it's probably the same internal opening, I would imagine. Looking at that, near enough. But yeah, just something different to, pretty much everything now is versions of this one. So this one as an alternative was quite a nice option. We've got a couple more of these ones. Those two went together, and that was the pieces we were missing from a starter set, so that's good. and then this was another spare one. Needs a bit of cleaning up and a bit of TLC, looking at the condition of the wheels, but yeah, we've got quite a few of those trains now, so it's just another one to add to that. Then this was the gas curve from the freight gas set. So again, that piece, we had the rest is just a circle with the blue diesel freight engine, so we had everything except this curve, so that again completes another set for us with that one. This is the classic forklift there. It comes up and down to pick up the cargo. This was brand new, still in its box. Despite that, we've got a little bit of discoloration on there. I think the box, if I remember, wasn't in the best condition, so it's yeah, unfortunately not as brand new as you would like. Also, this figure, as we're saying, this is sort of the 3rd gen figure. These have more sort of rubbery heads on them, and they don't last as well. They sort of updated that just before they then transitioned from this figure to, say, the current ones, these figures, which now just have the plastic head, which is better because it lasts longer. But that's nice. The forklift got there, and then I think it came with a wagon there, picking that up. So it picks that up like that. That's the piece that was missing from the fishing boat. So it comes with that wagon. The last comes with that cargo wagon. So then we are getting down to the bottom of what's left. So we have, this is the train from the 65th anniversary set. So nothing too special about it. I mean, you've got the BRIO stamped on the side of the new logo rather than the older logo on the stickers on it, as we have with the previous versions. But this is what we like about this was the bits of cargo that you got with it, which are these 3 pieces, which is from the classic freight goods set. Freight goods there. So you've got the yellow one, which is magnetic, this blue one here with the dowels on it, and then this sort of gullied one there. Now, it's also from the 65th anniversary set. Those steps go with that station. We have these incremental risers. So they used to sell these, 6 of these would be the equivalent of 1 of the regular pillars. So the idea there being there, that you could gradually increase or decrease the height of tracks using those risers. So if you wanted to slowly go uphill over more gradually, then you could just drop 1 every long straight if you liked, and then you could get a much more gradual incline going up. We did a track layout using some of these. We already had 2 boxes of those. So yeah, having a 3rd box, you get 21 pieces in a box. So if nothing else, it gives you a few more a few more 6 supports. 3 more out of it if you're just building elevated platforms, elevated track, sorry. But yeah, it's quite fun when you're doing it to try something different and try building tracks at half height. So then you've got different heights coming off the ground, so you're not just relying on ground level, 1st level or 2nd level, and you're sort of mixing it up and having sort of halves and 1.5s and trains going over and under at different heights. A couple more pieces here from the advent calendar. That's the gas wagon here, that bit rotates when it goes along. Came with that set. Just pull out the rest of the advent calendar pieces. That's our train driver from the TGV. Then we have the wagon from the Christmas train there. Horse as well. We've got a selection of different signs. I think probably that one's our favourite one of the ones that we got this year in the advent calendar. What a neat one. Steam train, stop sign, and second steam train. One from the advent calendar, one from the steaming set. Our ice cargo brick. And we've got some more fences. 4 more white fences there. And that's the harness for the horse, so we can make that a horse-drawn carriage. A suitcase. Mrs. Claus. The yellow hay brick. And a wreath. That figure actually came with that set over there. Then we've got the red suitcase, the snow-covered tree, and then we have this semaphore sign, which came with this track piece here, which I think I mentioned. Not sure. Don't think I did. Must have taken that one out without mentioning it. Okay, so more double track in this piece here. You've got the ability so that you can stop the trains. So if the train's coming along here, it will hit that and it can't go anywhere. So the idea, stop the train, so you can then switch it so then the other train can go. So if you had this just before something like the switching track that we have there, you can stop the train whilst you're switching one train to the other, and then you can turn it to allow it to go, and then you had your semaphore signal there as well. And then lastly, and perhaps most importantly, we have the renowned yellow metro train that we have now finally added to our collection, and will feature very soon in an upcoming video for the very first time alongside all of the other BRIO deluxe set pieces. So that'll be fun to finally bring it home and showcase it in that set. And that's it. That was everything that we got in our December Unwrapped, Christmas Unwrapped and Advent Calendar for 2023. Let us know in the comments below what pieces were your favourites, and we'll look forward to bringing the selection of these pieces to layouts throughout 2024.